Welcome, friends, to our exploration today. We're going to unravel a profound truth about our lives and the universe, the idea that the universe is testing us before choosing us. This concept isn't just a fleeting thought, it's a gateway to understanding deeper layers of our existence and how we interact with cosmic forces. Let's start by acknowledging that life is not a series of random events. Instead, think of it as a carefully crafted narrative authored by the universe itself, designed to lead us to our ultimate purpose. Each challenge, each hurdle we encounter, is not merely an obstacle but a question posed by the universe. Are you ready to step up? Are you prepared to embrace the destiny that awaits you? Now, you might wonder why the universe would need to test us. Consider this. Just as gold is tested through fire to prove its purity, we too are tested to reveal our strengths, our resilience, and our true nature. It's through these tests that our greatest virtues like patience, perseverance, and courage are brought to light. Imagine you're facing a particularly tough situation. Maybe it's a job loss, a difficult relationship, or a personal health crisis. In the moment, it feels unfair, perhaps even cruel. But let's shift our perspective. What if this difficulty is actually a crucial turning point in your life story, a moment designed to elevate you to a higher state of being?
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
The universe, in its infinite wisdom, uses these tests not to punish us, but to prepare us. It's like a sculptor chipping away at marble to reveal the statue within. Each challenge chips away at our ego, our fears, and our limitations, revealing more of our true spiritual essence. Now consider your own life. Recall a time when you faced a challenge that seemed insurmountable. Reflect on how that situation unfolded. Did it not, in some way, lead to personal growth or open new doors that were previously unseen? Often it's only in retrospect that we see how these dots connect, how each test was a step towards becoming who we are meant to be. But how do we recognize these tests? It starts with awareness. Awareness allows us to see beyond the surface turmoil and understand the deeper significance of our experiences. When we face challenges with awareness, we can ask meaningful questions. What is this situation teaching me? What qualities is it asking me to develop? Let's dive a bit deeper into the nature of these tests. The universe doesn't test us just for the sake of testing. Each challenge is intricately tailored to our unique journey and specific needs for growth. For instance, if you struggle with patience, you might find yourself in situations where you are forced to wait or endure beyond your comfort zone. These are not coincidences. These are moments of alignment between our personal growth needs and the opportunities that life presents. The key is to embrace these situations, not as hindrances, but as sacred lessons. The attitude with which you approach these tests makes all the difference. Viewing them through a lens of growth rather than grievance can transform your entire experience. Let's also consider the role of intuition in navigating these tests. Intuition is like an inner compass, guided by the universe, pointing us towards the right path. When we cultivate a strong connection with our intuition, we find clarity amidst confusion and strength during trials. It's our direct line to the universe, providing guidance when we need it most. However, trusting in our intuition requires a great deal of faith in ourselves and faith in the universe. It's about believing that there is a larger plan in motion, even when the path is obscured by current challenges. How often do you listen to that quiet voice within, urging you to take the higher road or choose the path less traveled? Now, I want you to think about a moment when your intuition spoke clearly to you. What was the outcome when you followed it? More often than not, we discover that our intuition leads us not only towards personal fulfillment, but also towards our greatest potential. But what happens when we ignore these tests or fail to learn from them? It's important to understand that the universe is patient. If we miss a lesson, it will present it again. However, each time the lesson returns, it might do so with increased intensity. This is not out of spite, but out of a necessity for our evolution. Every recurrence is an opportunity to respond with new wisdom and improved strategies. Consider now, how have recurring challenges shaped your approach to life's tests? Have you noticed patterns in the types of challenges you face? What might these patterns be trying to teach you? As we wrap up this first part of our discussion, remember that the universe is not a distant, impersonal force. It's intimately involved in our journey, constantly interacting with us through the events and people we encounter. Each test is a moment of potential transformation, an invitation to step into a fuller, more enlightened version of ourselves. Let's pause here. Reflect on the tests you've encountered and how they have shaped you. When we continue, we will delve deeper into how these tests are not only about personal growth, but also about preparing us for a larger purpose that connects us with others and the world at large. Moving forward, let's explore how these universal tests are connected to the concept of destiny. It's a common belief that each of us has a specific role or purpose in this vast universe. The tests we undergo are intricately designed not just to refine us, but to steer us towards this destiny. Think of it as the universe's way of placing breadcrumbs along our path, guiding us through our personal labyrinth towards our ultimate mission. What then is the nature of this destiny? It's not merely a predetermined endpoint, but a series of milestones, each crafted to bring out the best in us and allow us to contribute to the world in meaningful ways. Our destiny is deeply intertwined with the collective destiny of humanity. Each personal breakthrough or victory is not just a triumph for the individual, but a step forward for all of us. Let's consider the broader implications of our personal tests and triumphs. When you overcome a difficult period, you're not only transforming your own life, but potentially inspiring others. Your actions, your resilience, and your growth become a beacon for those around you. Have you ever thought about how your personal challenges and how you handle them might influence others? This leads us to the concept of interconnectedness. In this vast universe, we are not isolated beings, but part of a grand, intricate web. The challenges we face and overcome, the lessons we learn, and the growth we achieve are all contributing to the larger tapestry of human experience. Every act of kindness, every moment of self-discovery, and every hurdle we overcome sends ripples across this web, affecting others in ways we might not immediately perceive. Now think about a time when someone else's story of overcoming adversity inspired you. How did it affect your own perspective or decisions? This is a clear demonstration of how interconnected our journeys are and how each person's story can catalyze growth in others. As we continue, let's also reflect on the role of gratitude in our tests. Gratitude is not just about being thankful for the good things in life. It's also about appreciating the challenges. When we approach our tests with gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we are gaining: strength, wisdom, patience, and resilience. How often do you practice gratitude, especially in difficult times? This shift in perspective can be profoundly transformative, turning every challenge into an opportunity and every test into a testament of growth. Furthermore, embracing gratitude helps us maintain a positive connection with the universe. It reinforces our trust in the process and the belief that everything that happens has a purpose, even if that purpose is not immediately apparent. This trust builds a strong foundation that allows us to face tests with courage and confidence. Now, let us explore the concept of surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means releasing the tight grip of control we often believe we must maintain over our lives. It involves trusting in the flow of the universe and believing that the direction we are being steered in, even if it is through challenges, is ultimately for our highest good. How comfortable are you with the idea of surrendering? It can be challenging, especially when faced with uncertainty or pain, but it is a powerful stance that aligns us more closely with the universe's rhythm. As you reflect on these points, consider the tests you're currently facing. What might the universe be preparing you for? How can embracing gratitude, interconnectedness, and surrender help you navigate these tests more effectively? We're now at the midpoint of our journey today. Take a moment to internalize these insights and prepare to dive deeper into how these tests not only shape our individual destinies, but also prepare us to play our part in the collective destiny of humanity. Thank you for your readiness to delve deeper into this profound exploration. As we move forward, let us focus on how the universe not only shapes us through tests, but also prepares us to fulfill our role in a broader, more interconnected framework. The role of service in our tests. Every test we encounter is intricately designed to not only refine our personal attributes, but also to enhance our capacity to serve others. Service in this context is not merely an act of helping others, but a fundamental expression of our true nature. When we serve, we align ourselves with the universe's expansive nature, which is inherently generous and supportive. Consider how each challenge in your life has taught you lessons that, in turn, have enabled you to help others. Perhaps through your struggles, you've gained empathy, understanding, or skills that are now invaluable in assisting others facing similar challenges. This is no accident. The universe cultivates in us the qualities necessary to be of service to others, thus expanding the flow of love and support within the collective. For instance, someone who has overcome addiction may find themselves uniquely equipped to support others struggling with the same issue. Their personal test becomes a gateway through which they can serve and impact others positively, contributing to a larger healing process. The power of connected consciousness. This brings us to the concept of connected consciousness. Each of us is like a neuron in the vast brain of the universe. Our thoughts, actions, and energies interact and influence not only our immediate environment, but also the collective consciousness. When we elevate our thoughts and actions through the lessons learned from our tests, we contribute to the elevation of collective consciousness. This interconnectedness means that our personal evolution is never just about us. It influences and raises the whole, and conversely, the whole influences us. We are participants in a dynamic exchange where each individual's growth contributes to the collective experience and understanding. Have you noticed moments when a shift in your perspective or behavior has led to changes in your surroundings or in the people around you? This is a clear demonstration of how deeply interconnected our lives are and how our personal transformations ripple outward. Navigating tests with compassion and wisdom. As we further understand the interconnected nature of our tests, the importance of navigating these challenges with compassion and wisdom becomes clear. Compassion allows us to remain kind and patient, both with ourselves and others, as we all navigate our respective challenges. Wisdom provides the insight to see beyond the immediate discomfort and understand the greater purpose behind our experiences. Developing compassion starts with self-compassion. In the midst of your tests, it's vital to treat yourself with kindness. forgiving yourself for any perceived failures, and celebrating your efforts to overcome difficulties. Extending this compassion outward, we begin to see others not as adversaries but as fellow travelers on this journey, each facing their own tests and learning their own lessons. And what about wisdom? Wisdom is often born from a combination of experience, insight, and reflection. It involves seeing the bigger picture and recognizing the transient nature of our challenges. When we view our difficulties through the lens of wisdom, we realize that they are not permanent obstacles but fleeting tests designed to forge us in the fire of transformation, cultivating resilience and joy. Resilience is another critical quality that the universe aims to instill in us through these tests. It is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and continue moving forward with an even stronger resolve. But resilience is not just about endurance. It's about finding joy and positivity in the face of challenges. Joy does not have to be reserved for the absence of difficulty. In fact, one of the greatest lessons we can learn is how to experience joy amidst our tests. This kind of joy is profound because it is not dependent on external circumstances, but is a celebration of the strength and courage we find within ourselves. Imagine how your approach to life's challenges might change if you were to seek out joy in the process of navigating them. How would this shift in focus affect your resilience and your ability to pass these tests? The final integration. As we move towards the conclusion of our exploration, let us consider how all these elements — service, connected consciousness, compassion, wisdom, resilience, and joy — integrate to prepare us for our chosen roles in the universe. Each test you face is a piece of a larger puzzle. When you respond to these tests with a heart full of service, a mind enriched by wisdom, and a spirit buoyant with joy, you not only pass your own tests but also contribute to the uplifting of the entire human spirit. Reflect on how the tests you've faced have prepared you for bigger roles in life. How have they shaped your ability to contribute positively to the world? How have they connected you to others in meaningful ways? As we conclude this part of our discussion, I invite you to embrace your tests with a renewed perspective. See them as opportunities to grow, to serve, and to contribute to the collective evolution of our consciousness.